so.
Consciousness is responsible for the entity. Consciousness creates the entity. Consciousness is responsible for the me. Consciousness indeed creates the me. Consciousness is responsible for all the thinking. Consciousness is doing all of it.
Yeah.
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 Now it's just a matter of coming to see that you are conscious and not that consciousness is created.
Yeah.
Now, for consciousness to create, it must incorporate into that creating factor. It must be able to also forget its consciousness.
Do you mean along the journey? So the
Yes.
journey is to forget we're consciousness and then come home to
Yes.
realize, okay,
yes. Yes.
the journey home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I get that. Yeah.
Like if you're fully conscious, there'd be no me there.
Yeah. There'd be no journey.
Yeah, it'd be all over.
Mm.
You'd be fully awake. Fully conscious just means fully awake.
Yeah.
Fully conscious. Fully. And consciousness creates this finite little character using the sixth sense, the mind. Yeah. It creates that and goes off and has that experience. Why not?
Yeah.
It can.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
not? It can do what it wants.
Yeah.
It's the absolute, for Christ's sake. It would do anything it wants. And then sometimes in a few random people, and it's random, man, that no one earns any of this. We don't earn it. I'm telling you now, right? A few random people, consciousness decides to remember itself.
What do you mean we don't earn it?
You don't earn it. There's no person there that's done anything to qualify waking up.
It's kind of like a stroke of luck.
Totally. Absolutely.
Mm.
We do not earn this. If we were earning it, there'd be a character there earning it.
Yeah, yeah.
There's not one there, but it is absolutely a stroke of luck. Absolutely. But it would only be a stroke of luck if we believe there's a character there that got lucky. And there's not. So it's not even a stroke of luck. It's just what is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no character here that's got lucky. Or if you flip the other side of the coin, there's no character here that's really, really worked hard on their spiritual path and, that now sitting in meditation for 8 hours a day and they're able to do it, that really worked hard. Nothing to do with any of that shit. That's the story.
That's hard to hear for the ego because it's like,
absolutely,
what I have done on my path.
I know. Now I got. You got to let it go because it's not. It's not true.
Yeah.
Just seems that way.
Mm.
Yeah, just seems that way.
In a way, it brings me waves of relief. Like it's
totally let go.
I want to let go of it all. Yeah.
Oh man, let go, brother. Seriously, you've such profound relief when you realize you are not the doer. When that fully dawns, you've never been responsible for anything. Zero. You're just being done like a puppet. Seriously. The character is a puppet. Has no will. It's been manipulated and moved around in this direction. But the poor old puppet thinks it's real. The character thinks it's real.
Yeah.
Thinks it's doing it somehow.
Yeah.
People like trying to convince, I don't know, bloody Daffy Duck, the cartoon character, that he's not actually speaking. He believes he's speaking. After all, he's hearing the voice come out of himself. Donald Duck, a cartoon character. Go there.
It's so deep to get. it's like I get that it completely
Yep.
intellectually.
Yep.
But then it's like I've got to get it again and again and again, deeper and deeper.
All that means is you just need to be able to recall the truth more often, more often, more often. It's not deeper.
Okay.
It's just it's remembering. Remember. It's coming home. It's coming back. Remember. As an entity, we've split off from membership, if you like. We've split off. Come home. Remember. Different way of thinking about that word, remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's coming back to the whole. That for the character, it would be like coming back to the whole for the character.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the character's just, it's a seriously, it has no more relevance than Donald Duck, the cartoon character.
Yeah.
Seriously, I mean that. Absolutely, I mean that. Now, if Donald Duck is convinced that he's a real character, you have a lot of trouble convincing him otherwise. He doesn't realize that all the stuff that's coming out of his mouth, he doesn't realize is being spoken by somebody, by a human being around, He doesn't realize that. He believes that I am the speaker. I am Donald Duck. Fully, that's all he knows. That's all he knows. That's all he knows. So, of course, he's going to assume that. That's all he knows. He doesn't realize he's being drawn frame by frame. Donald Duck. Created moment by moment. Created moment by moment. Yeah, that's why it keeps changing. That's why the fucking me keeps changing all the time. Changes all the time. It's constantly changing. Yeah, that you actually are does not change. It doesn't change. Why? Because it's non-dual. Only something that's dualistic could change. Now, where does duality happen? Thoughts only. Only. Gavin. There is no duality here. There is no duality here, my friend. None. None. Duality is not a thing. Don't think that duality is somehow like a dimension or something, or a place. You look shocked.
Just a lot happening.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like I'm fully conscious, but I'm just so still. I don't even know how to word it.
You're not meant to be able to word it. That's perfect. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like I can feel it in my legs. I can. It's almost like I'm hypnotized.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What you're attempting to do there is, which you can't, is to describe non-dual. As soon as you open your mouth, to attempt to describe non-dual, as soon as a sound, the first part of a word comes out, it's not it. You can't. You literally can't. There's nothing you can say about non-dual. Stacks we can say about duality though, right? Stacks. Yeah. The character lives in a dualistic framework. The character and the dualistic framework is thrown together by mind, by thoughts only. If that completely dropped, if that literally, my friend, completely dropped, mind just went absolutely still and absolutely quiet, even the idea of duality doesn't arise. There is no duality. Now, you're in your direct experience outside of mind. Now it's direct. We are just here. And that's that stillness. And that's where you want to be heading. Coming back to is more accurate.
Huge amount of energy in my body, in my hands, and my stomach and legs. And
good. It also I can say it that way. Everything gets cleaned up, Gavin. We get cleaned up, bud. We get cleaned up.
Can you expand on that?
Yeah.
Physically, mentally?
Yeah. Mind stops being dysfunctional. It stops creating a character. It stops creating the personal character. And remember, it's the personal character that's fucked up. It stops creating that. Just stops. So in that still place, everything gets resolved, everything gets cleaned up. Anything that wasn't understood prior to that, is now understood. It just becomes understood. With no doing or inquiring or learning anything, it's self-revealing.